the legend and global celebration of Valentine's Day. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our journey through myths, legends, and mysteries. Today, we're diving into one of the most beloved and eagerly awaited holidays of the year, Valentine's Day. But what's really behind this celebration of love, a legend, an ancient myth, or perhaps a mix of stories that have intertwined over time? Let's discover the legend of Saint Valentine together, a tale that has captivated millions around the world, passed down from generation to generation. Get comfortable, because today we'll explore the mysteries behind this holiday, and who knows, maybe you'll learn something you never knew before. The figure of Saint Valentine is surrounded by mystery, and over the centuries, several versions of his story have emerged. However, the most widely accepted and well-known version centers around a Christian priest who lived in the 3rd century AD during the reign of Emperor Claudius II. At that time, the emperor had banned marriages among Roman soldiers, believing that a married man would be emotionally tied to his family rather than the state, and thus less willing to fight in battle. Valentine, a Christian priest, refused to comply with this unjust law. Disobeying the emperor's orders, he secretly performed marriages for young lovers who wished to marry without fear of Claudius's laws. When the emperor discovered his disobedience, he ordered Valentine's arrest, and he was sentenced to death. While imprisoned, one of the most compelling stories tells that Valentine healed the jailer's daughter, Julia, who later became his friend and supporter. She wrote him a love letter, signing it, "From your Valentine." This phrase is considered the origin of the modern Valentine's Day card. Valentine was executed on February 14th, and his death became a symbol of sacrifice for love, both human and divine. His story evolved into a legend that has lasted through the centuries, forever associating his name with the idea of eternal and forbidden love. The origins of Saint Valentine's Day go beyond Christianity, intertwining with older traditions and festivals. The celebration of Valentine's Day may have been Christianized based on the pagan festivities of Lupercalia, which were celebrated in Rome around February 15th. The Lupercalia was a fertility and purification festival tied to the worship of Faunus, the Roman god of nature, and Lupercus, the protector of flocks and symbol of virility. During this festival, men and women symbolically paired off, sometimes through a lottery, to honor the forces of fertility and love. With the rise of Christianity, the Church sought to replace these pagan practices with a celebration that honored love in a spiritual context. This is when the figure of Saint Valentine was introduced, transforming the old rite into a celebration of romantic love, sacrifice, and devotion. The result was a blend of traditions, where earthly love and divine love intertwined, keeping alive symbols of passion and commitment. Medieval traditions, like the idea of courtly love, which celebrated unconsummated and pure love, also helped solidify Saint Valentine as the symbol of ideal love. The love poems of medieval poets such as Geoffrey Chaucer in his Parliament of Fowls depict a symbolic and poetic image of love, portraying a meeting of birds who come together to choose their mate. The central theme in the poem aligns with Valentine's Day because it takes place on February 14th, the day Chaucer suggests birds choose their partners. This poetic connection between love and the calendar helped further establish February 14th as a day to celebrate romantic love. But how has a legend that originated in one corner of the world managed to conquer all continents? The answer is simple. Love is a universal language. Valentine's Day is celebrated in countries across the globe, each with its own unique traditions, but all united by the idea that love is a powerful force that brings people together. Over the centuries, Valentine's Day has evolved and taken on different forms around the world. From a simple religious observance to a symbol of universal love, the holiday has gone global. In Italy, the birthplace of the legend, the holiday is celebrated with traditions rooted in medieval courtly love. Lovers exchange flowers, especially red roses, which symbolize passion and romance, along with chocolates and love messages. It's also common to see Valentine's Day cards with romantic messages, invoking Saint Valentine's name and the idea of eternal love. In France, known for its romantic culture, Valentine's Day is marked with a special emphasis on love literature. In cities like Paris, often regarded as the capital of love, writing poems and love letters is a cherished tradition. France is also home to some of the most romantic monuments and places associated with love, such as the Pont des Arts, where tourists hang locks as symbols of their eternal love. In Japan, a fascinating aspect of Valentine's Day is that women give chocolates to men on February 14th. This tradition, which began in the 1950s when chocolate companies promoted the idea, is followed by men returning the favor on March 14th, known as White Day, by giving sweets and gifts to the women who gave them chocolates. In the United States, Valentine's Day is a grand occasion that goes beyond simply exchanging gifts. Public declarations of love, romantic dinners, and sending flowers, especially red roses, are commonplace. Schools often organize Valentine's card exchanges among students, while businesses participate by selling special products and hosting themed events. In India, Valentine's Day has gained popularity in recent decades, especially among younger generations. While traditional Indian culture has its own love celebrations, such as the Taj Mahal, symbolizing eternal love, Valentine's Day has become a symbol of modern, more personal and free love. Cities like Mumbai and Delhi host special events and parties. In Mexico, Valentine's Day is known as Día del Amor y la Amistad, Day of Love and Friendship. Not just romantic couples, but also friends exchange gifts as symbols of affection. This holiday celebrates love in all its forms, including love between friends and family bonds. Every year, Valentine's Day is an opportunity to express our feelings and remind ourselves that love, in all its forms, is a powerful force capable of overcoming cultural and temporal barriers. Whether it's a romantic relationship or a simple gesture of affection, Valentine's Day invites us to celebrate love in all its shades. Valentine's Day is much more than just a commercial holiday or a day spent with a partner. It's a chance to reflect on the true meaning of love, a feeling that can be sacrificial, universal, and immortal. Saint Valentine's figure invites us to see love as a force that transcends difficulties, defies laws, and endures over time. According to the legend, love is never just an emotion. It's a transformative force that changes people, situations, and even societies. Just like Valentine, who defied an emperor for love, we can be inspired to live love freely, without fear, without boundaries, but always with respect and compassion. True love, the kind that inspires acts of sacrifice, is the kind that lasts over time, the kind that overcomes life's challenges. Saint Valentine stands as a symbol of this eternal love, which knows no bounds. The legend of Saint Valentine is not just a romantic story. It invites us to reflect on the power of love. Love that challenges laws, overcomes obstacles, and transforms ordinary life into an extraordinary adventure. It's like a flower blooming in the desert. Saint Valentine reminds us that even in the hardest moments, love is always the answer. So, when we celebrate Valentine's Day, we're not just celebrating a date on the calendar. We're paying tribute to a legend that urges us to never forget the importance of love in our lives. Whether it's a simple card or a grand declaration of affection, every gesture is a tribute to an ancient story that has captivated the world. And you? How do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Have you ever heard of these legends, or do you know any others? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more fascinating legends like this one. Thank you for watching until the end. I wish you all a Valentine's Day filled with love and magic. And remember, love is always the key that opens all doors. See you in the next video.